Baseball is finally back, and for my beloved Cincinnati Redlegs, this could be a very revealing year. Will all the young talent and stars they've been acquiring be able to mesh well with the veteran players they have, or will this year prove to be a failure and the rebuild a bust? Let's take a look and see. Let's start with the pitching. For the rotation, I think guys like Castillo, Homer Bailey, and Brandon Finnegan are locks. For the 4th and 5th spot, that is up for debate. I could definitely see Amir Garrett getting in there, and I was also thinking Anthony DeSclafani could be the 5th pitcher as well. However, DeSclafani is currently dealing with an injury, so his status for the opening day roster is up in the air at this moment. Possibly Tyler Mahle could get thrown in the mix. He did pitch a perfect game during his minor league season last year, and he's been doing pretty well in training camp, so I would not be that surprised to see him make it to the big league rotation. For the bullpen, I would expect to see guys like Cody Reed and Robert Stevenson thrown in there with guys like Raisel Iglesias, Wandy Peralta, and possibly Michael Lorenzen. I say possibly for Michael Lorenzen because he has expressed interest in going back to the pitching rotation, so whether he'll be in the bullpen or on the starting rotation to start the season has yet to be determined. I also would not be surprised to throw Mahle in there, depending on the DeSclafani injury. They might want to throw Mahle in there just to get his feet wet at the big league level, but again, like the whole Lorenzen situation, that has yet to be determined as well. For the starters for the Reds this season, I would say you have Barnhart behind the plate at catcher, Votto at first, either Peraza and Jeanette at second and short. They kind of interchanged positions last season, so I'm not really sure where they'll be this year. Eugenio Suarez will be at third, Adam Duvall in left, Billy Hamilton in center, and Scott Schebler in right. You'll also have Jesse Winker, who would be the 4th Reds outfielder for the team this season. He played pretty well last year, and I expect that to continue this year with the more experience he has at the big league level. I gotta keep an eye on this year is Nick Senzel. The dude has been tearing it up during spring training, had a really good year in the minors last year, and I would not be surprised to see the Reds call him up to the big league level before the year is done, and possibly replace Peraza if Peraza continues to struggle like he did last season. When it comes to batting, as long as the majority of the lineup can hit like they did last season, I think they'll be in pretty good shape. Votto, Jeanette, Duvall had great years at the plate. Schebler had a solid year. The only guy I'm mainly worried about is Billy Hamilton. I love his defense, I love his speed. The only problem is he has trouble at the plate. If he can't correct his hitting before the end of the season, you'll see him tumble from the leadoff spot further and further down the batting lineup. Another big bat to potentially watch out for this year in the lineup is Devin Mesoraco. I believe this is his 4th and final year of his contract after injury shortened the first 3 years after he got that 4-year extension. Hopefully he reverts back to that 2014 form where he was seemingly launching everything out of the park, and if he can, that'll be a huge boost to the Reds offense. In conclusion, I do not believe the Reds will make a playoff push, although it pains me to say that as a die-hard Reds fan, I just don't see them getting a winning record and making the postseason. If they can finish around the 500 mark, I would consider that a success. It's a step in the right direction. It's showing that the rebuild is paying off, and the rebuild itself has been a big toll on Reds country. We'd like to see it pay off. We'd like to see these guys start winning again, and hopefully 2018 is the first step to the World Series championship in the future.